Askreddit by BleichtTTV. Teachers of Reddit, what was the worst thing you had to confiscate from a student? A student's entire collection of Magic: The Gathering cards. They said they needed them for a tournament, but I was pretty sure they were just trying to use them to cast spells on me. I'm not a fan of fantasy games, okay? Teacher here. The worst thing I ever had to confiscate from a student was a knife. It was hidden in the student's backpack and I had no idea it was there until I was searching for something else. The student claimed they forgot it was there, but I couldn't take any chances. Oh wow, that's definitely not something you want to find in a student's backpack. I'm glad you were able to confiscate it safely. A student's pet snake. They claimed they brought it to school because they were afraid it would get lonely at home. But I have a sneaking suspicion they just wanted to show it off to their classmates. I'm allergic to snakes, so I had to give it back to the student's parent. The worst thing I ever had to confiscate from a student was a bag of live snakes. The student claimed they were for a science project, but I think they just wanted to show them off to their friends. It was really creepy and I had to call animal control to come and take the snakes away. Oh my gosh, that is so creepy. I would have been terrified to have to deal with that. A student's bag of potato chips. They said they were hungry, but I could tell they were trying to sneak a snack into class. I'm not a monster. I gave them back their chips after class was over. I had to confiscate a knife from a student once. It was a folding knife that he had brought to school and was showing off to his friends. I didn't know he had it until one of his friends reported it to me. I had to report it to the school administration and the police were called. The student ended up getting expelled. Wow, that's really serious. Glad you were able to handle the situation safely and take the necessary steps to report it. A student's taser. They said they needed it for self-defense, but I'm pretty sure they just wanted to use it to zap their classmates. Tasers are not allowed on school property, no matter how many times a student asks. One of the worst things I had to confiscate from a student was a bottle of vodka. He was trying to bring it into the school and drink it during lunch. I caught him before he could even take a sip and immediately took the bottle from him. Oh my goodness, that is so irresponsible and dangerous. I'm glad you were able to intervene and prevent any harm from occurring. A student's giant stuffed unicorn. They said they needed it for comfort, but I'm pretty sure they just wanted to show it off to their friends. I'm not sure how a giant stuffed unicorn is supposed to be comforting, but I gave it back to the student after class was over. The worst thing I ever had to confiscate from a student was a live hamster. The student had smuggled it into class in his backpack and let it loose during a lesson. It was running all around the room, causing chaos. I finally caught it and returned it to the student at the end of the day. Haha, I can just imagine the chaos that must have ensued with a loose hamster in the classroom. A student's bag of marbles. They said they needed them for a math game, but I'm pretty sure they were just trying to start a marble war. Marble wars are not allowed on school property, no matter how much fun they might seem. The worst thing I had to confiscate from a student was a bag of chips that had somehow managed to make its way into my classroom. I know it sounds ridiculous, but this particular student was obsessed with chips and would try to sneak them into every class. It got to the point where I had to start checking his backpack every day to make sure he wasn't trying to smuggle in any more chips. Haha, that's hilarious. I can't believe a bag of chips could cause so much trouble.